Hi, how y'all doing this evening? I also like to contribute to Larry Munson. This is my five favorite Larry Munson call. And me and my brother started listening to the Georgia broadcast network like in the mid 70s. We had some lot of up and down season, but mostly it was some good because we like to hear Larry Munson talk, call the game, because I feel like back then he had a distinct voice that was just different from all the other people that were calling the games. But my one of my favorite one was the Auburn game in '82 about the sugar falling from the sky. I loved that, especially the reason that the Bulldog went on to the SEC, win the SEC that year. And my fourth one is OU Herschel Walker. He running over people with them big thighs. And I remember that game because Georgia was coming off a 5-9 season the year before, and I was tuning in to see what this hoopla about the big freshman. And of course, Vince Duden didn't start him, and then they were having a hard time, so he decided to put him in, and Herschel ran wild. And then a star was born, as we say. The rest is history. The next one is Michael Johnson catch against Auburn when me and my son had just came from a basketball game, and we were getting in the car, and I heard the play, and he didn't really say that he scored a touchdown. He was just saying, "Somebody, somebody," and I know the way he was excited about it. I know there had been something good, and Michael Johnson came down with the ball and touchdown. Georgia win, and then it went on to another SEC championship that year also, and that was two times against Auburn, and then another Tennessee play was the hot nail boot play, and that was crazy because I think Georgia first time they won in Knoxville since the Herschel Walker running over Bill Bates, and so that was my second all-time favorite. And of course, my number one all-time favorite was Lindsey Scott, Lindsey Scott, Lindsey Scott. I was watching that on TV that day, but I turned the volume down and I would listen to him on the radio. And a friend of mine that played football with me, I was like a sophomore and he was a senior, and he was over there watching with me, and I think he was putting for Florida, and he was teasing me, talking about Georgia wasn't gonna win, and he left right before that play happened because it was like 30-12, and I was like disgusted, and he left just in the nick of time. And about that time, Lindsey caught it, and I was like, whew. I was just so glad that they had a first down, and he turned, and he was all to the races. And the thing I remember mostly about that, when he was saying that they had to build a new stadium, but that was a little guy jumping around. He was just going crazy. He, instead of celebrating with the rest of the Bulldog, he was just jumping around and around. But I had also some honorable mention at that Tennessee game when Sean Jones picked up that fumble and ran all the way back. And I love how Larry Munson say, we got a guy streaking down that far sideline, or either down that left sideline. That was a great play because that game, I think the Tennessee quarterback Jimmy Clausen had them guaranteed a victory over Georgia, and when Georgia came out there and dominated them, that was so rewarding. And I know Larry Munson gonna be missed, and Bulldog Nation, we all miss him. It was a sad day when he retired because things ain't been the same. I'm getting used to Scott Howell, but things just ain't the same without Larry Munson calling those games. And I'm trying to find out all kind of cassettes, tapes, or whatever, because I just love listening to it call. So I'm gonna go online and start searching for some old calls on Larry Munson. Go Dogs, beat Tech.